everyone, my name is Mandilynn. I am the author of the young adult novel Essence and historical fantasy novel I Am Mercy, and today we're going to be talking about writing point of view and how changing your writing point of view may improve your writing overall. Today's video is a collab with Pramika. I hope that's how you say your name. So I'm going to talk about my writing point of views, and then she's going to talk about her point of views. So after you're done watching this video, be sure to check out the link in the description down below. So before we jump into anything, I want to take the time to explain the different types of writing point of view. So there's three main types, and you should be very familiar with them. The first is first person point of view. This is when you have a book that's written with the words like I, me, my. Everything written is from one character's point of view. This is a very popular type of writing style for young adult novels, and it's more contemporary. You don't see it a lot in older novels. The next point of view is second person point of view. This is basically sort of like when you're writing a letter. You see words like you pop up a lot. My favorite example of a book that's written completely in second person point of view is Why We Broke Up by Daniel Handler. So it's very hard to write a book in second person point of view. It's challenging, it's kind of difficult to make sure things still make sense because it's literally just like a big long letter that's written to someone. But when it's done well, it's done usually very effectively. And finally, the last point of view is third person point of view. So this is the more traditional point of view. You'll see words like he, she, they, and so on. There's third person omniscient and then third person limited. Third person omniscient is when your narrator is all knowing. So a third person, like I said, is when you're using the words he, she, they, it. The point of view is not from the character. The point of view is from the narrator itself. And the narrator is just someone who's seeing from above talking about stuff. So narrator omniscient means that narrator is all knowing. It knows what's going on in each head of the character. It knows what's going on, maybe what's happening in the future. It alludes to things that have gone on in the past. And basically it creates for a very interesting effect because you, the reader, know what's going on, but the character doesn't. Then there's third person limited, which means the narrator only knows what the character knows, which can create a lot of suspense for the reader because you can hint at things but you aren't quite sure what's going on, just as the character isn't quite sure what's going on. So now that we know all about the different types of point of views, it's now time to talk about which point of view I write in. My first two novels, Essence and I Am Mercy, were written in first person. First person is a very normal type of writing style for young adult novels, so it only made sense for me to start writing in first person. I am currently writing my third novel, which is unnamed, but it is being written in third person point of view. The reasoning behind this is because I like to think that I've grown as a writer. So in college I took a creative writing class, and in that creative writing class we had to write a short story. The professor encouraged us all to kind of get out of our comfort zones. So she knew I always wrote in first person, so she basically told me you're not allowed to write in first person, you have to write this entire story in third person. At first it was a little difficult, but after working with it, I really came to love third person writing style because there are just some things you can do in third person that you can't do in first person. Third person can be a little more flexible because you can have the omniscient point of view, or you can choose to have the limited point of view, which is what you would normally have if you're writing in first person. But most importantly, I challenged myself as a writer. I didn't stay in my comfort zone. Whenever you're doing anything, it's best to get out of your comfort zone if you want to get better at that thing. There's a saying that you should do one thing a day that scares you, and that goes across the board. For me, it was just trying a different writing style, and I've fallen in love with it. With that said, I challenge all of you to shift your writing style. I'm not saying that you have to shift it permanently, but at least try to write a short story in a different writing style. If you normally write in first person, switch to third person. If you normally write in third person, switch to first person. And if you're comfortable in each of those mediums, try second person. Anyways, that's it for today's video. If you want a free download of my 2018 writing calendar to help you write 20,000 words a month, be sure to subscribe to my blog and you will get the download for free. That's it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe.